Hello there and welcome into this reading where I will be tuning into the lands of Los Angeles, which I am on, and reading the energies around the fires that we have recently had that started, 2 weeks ago. I'm filming this on January 20th. It is a red lunar Earth day, a portal day in the galactic Mayan calendar. So this felt very potent time to be tuning into the energies of the Earth and asking to see the challenges that we need to see, not just for Los Angeles, but also our collective experience of our Earth and Earth Mother. So you'll also have to excuse me. I did go through a very deep energetic clearing. At the same time as the fires were burning, I was burning up with my own fever, and a very interesting mirroring an experience that I had both on a personal level and also tuning into this greater collective. So I still am recovering, and my voice energy is still not quite back to what it is. So I just ask for some forgiveness and understanding that I am also human, and I will be doing my very best to bring through this message as a clear and channel as much as I can. And again, just your understanding that I am human and I will do my very best. And even saying that, please know as well that this is my experience, my perspective, my tuning into the energies, and it's not a full and complete picture, because we all have our own perceptions, our own experiences, and you might find readers with a different lens and perspective than the one that I'm bringing through. If you are new here, my name is Christy Whistler. I am an evolutionary astrologer. I am also a quantum energy practitioner as well as a channel. So this is the guidance that I will be touching on and bringing through. I'm also an Earth Keeper. So this is part of the service that I do for the collective, is doing this deeper earth work. After I'm done with this video, I will be doing another little ceremony and offering to some of my story, my relations that came through during this this journey of healing. And I'll be sharing that with my children and Sean. They're walking to the pier right now getting lunch. So anyway, sorry, it's hard to even focus. The energies are quite potent right now. So behind me, not that you can really see, it's very cloudy still, very smoky. So a lot of the ocean line you're not going to be able to see, but direct behind me is where the Palisades Fire burned through and completely decimated the town of Pacific Palisades. So just know, even in this visual, that we're sitting with this energy. I will be editing in a video that Eric and I took of the second night of the fire, which would be on Wednesday. And that was the day before I knew I had to come out here and see this land and witness this, because I could feel the sickness coming on, and it was my one and only chance to get out here. So we did that, and you can even see in the video the darkness. It's like lights from the city, Santa Monica, and then it just cuts out.
fire is over there in that dark cloud, and it should be completely lit up with lights all over there, because that's Malibu. That's where homes are. Well, it's not that late, and you can see where the lights just stop. So yeah, we can't see any flames from here, but you can see the darkness where there shouldn't be any. It should be like this. This is what it looks like. Look behind me, and you can see this hill totally lit up with lights. That's what it's supposed to look like. And it's not.
So I think what I'm going to do to start is the first thing I want to actually say is, if you are here watching this video and you are someone, one of the many who lost their homes, their businesses, their community to these fires, please use your discernment if you are ready to watch this video. I want to be mindful of you and your suffering and your pain, and please know that anything I say, it's not to discount or minimize your experience and the traumas that you went through, especially those who had no warning and just minutes to get out. So I see you, and I don't want to add to anything that you're already experiencing. So if you're not in a place to be able to receive these messages, come back when you are. I'm not going to necessarily be going into any deep conspiracies or anything like that, but I will be speaking what is coming through from the cards, from the energies and the messages. And I don't want to cause further harm if that is your experience. So please use your discernment. For myself, in this experience, I was definitely picking up on both clearing that energy and unnaturalness that was at play. But it's not to say that the whole experience was unnatural or planned or someone had a hand in what happened. I feel it was a mix of both, that there was some unnatural elements to it. There's also a deep clearing of the land herself that has actually gone back, that I picked up on, into the 1700s, when the Spanish first arrived in California and enslaved the native peoples, the Tonga and the Gabrielino, please excuse me, indigenous tribes, and the great atrocities and harm that were done to them. I was very much picking up on this theme, this it's similar to misogyny in the sense of women not being seen as humans. This was these indigenous people not being seen as human, and what has allowed everything that unfolded, the rape, the enslavement, the brutal conditions, because you can do those things if the people in front of you don't see them as human. So that was a big theme that I was picking up on, that was being cleared as the fires were burning, as the winds was whipping, as well as the energy of Hollywood and the darkness that's associated with that as well. So it's quite interesting because there's many different layers of this. As I said, it wasn't something that was all planned by someone. There's some elements of that in there, yes, but there's also this greater divine orchestration that's happening to clear and to release what was done here over these several hundred years. And this is usually true as well with any natural disaster, is there is this great purging of the land herself and of the energies. So we're working on several different layers. So anyway, I hope this is making sense. And I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to tune into the earth. As you can see, I'm already clearing some energy from my throat. All right, so I'm going to pull some oracle cards from the Earth Power Oracle, and I'm going to ask the earth, what does she want to say about these fires? I'm also feeling some light language that's coming through, so I will speak that as it comes in, which is sound, vibration, bypassing of the words. Kia satia kota. Kia satia koko. There's a lot of pain from the earth as I tune into her and ask her this. Okay. So the first card is Glastonbury Tor. Magic flows through my life. I will heal. I have power and it is real. Spiritual power takes time to develop, and I find the right teachers when I'm ready. So the earth is sharing with us that she is magic. And we've forgotten that. We have forgotten who she is. And as we've forgotten who she is, we have also forgotten who we are. Oh, sorry. I wasn't expecting this to be so emotional. But there's also this promise that she will heal and that we will heal as we remember this truth of who we are, that we are these beautiful, powerful, magical beings. And there is a need to, it's reconnecting back to earth, this almost resuturing. This rupture, this separation that we have from earth. And the flow and that connection that we have to earth, there's been this separation, and there is a need to go into that and to heal that, to return back to the earth, to Earth Mother. And as we do, that is what is going to really allow that magic and that truth of who we are to come back online. And the second card is Machu Picchu. It says, I am nourished in both body and mind. I can see my part in the wider universe. I reap what I sow. So again, there is that separation. Mother Earth is no longer nourished in her body and her soul anymore. And that is also a mirror of ourselves. We are not nourished in our body and our minds because of that separation from her. And we've lost our part in her story and the part that we hold. And yes, part of this destruction that has taken place here is that this is what we have sown. The mismanagement, the disconnection of the land, of the water, of caring for her. And this is sadly part of that tragedy. And there's also that opportunity to learn the lesson and to remember our place with Earth Mother. And the final card from this deck was Magdalena Bay in Baja, which is curious as well. It is south of here in Mexico, Baja, California. I birth new concepts and ideas easily. I am full of flowfulness in every part of my life. Grace permeates my being. And this is the opportunity. This is almost like a promise from the universe to all of us that there can be this new birth, these new ideas and new ways of being, to returning back to being in flow with life, with Earth Mother, where we are part of grace. It is part of us. But again, there's this need to heal our body and our minds and our soul and to reconnect to what was taken from us, as each of us have been separated from our own indigenous roots, and we are all indigenous to Earth, every single one of us. And at some point there was a colonization of that. For some of us, that's been much more recent, such as the Tonga people here. And for others, and your lineages, that could be much, much older. So there is this real call for that healing to take place. Oh. Okay. I definitely wasn't expecting that deep emotion to come through. All right, I'm actually going to keep reading from Earth. This is the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. And let's see anything else to add with this message that we have so far. Kia satiokuta. Ea kasi otoku. Etiokata. Beosa. Kiata kia sakayato. All right. Okay. So we have balance. And Again, we need to come back to balance within ourselves and with our earth. And that is part of what these fires are showing us in such a profound, visceral way, is that we are not in balance with the earth. And are we willing to listen? Are we willing to see that same imbalance that we have to the earth, how we see and treat our earth? We hold that within ourselves. And can we see that mirror? Can we see that reflection? It's even something as simple as, before stepping onto the earth with your feet, to ask her if you may step on her. It's such this little tiny pause, and yet it's so profound. And it's little things like that that can shift everything, that can return us in earth back to our center. This truth of who we are. And that is part of what these fires are showing us and teaching us. And I'm hearing, again, it's not just the fires of Los Angeles. This is all the natural disasters, these extreme weathers, the flooding. It's helping us to see the misalignment that is even taking place within inside of us. And this card is fragments. So where have we been fragmented? In how we see ourselves, in how we are in relation to earth. Again, there's been this pulling away, this separation of who we really are. And there's that need to call these parts of ourselves back, to reintegrate them back into ourselves, back to, again, our center, so we can be nourished within our mind, our body, our soul. In order to get to that new birth, we have to see these fragments. We have to see the broken pieces of ourselves and why they are broken, why they have been left behind. Okay. Let's keep going. All right, what else? What other lessons from this fire? These Los Angeles fires still burning. They're still clearing. So this card is the Knight. This need to be brave and honest. You know, I was actually tuning into this energy on the way over. We are in the Yellow Warrior wave spell right now. And the fire started right as the North Node was on the Aries 0.0 degrees of Aries, which is that very fiery energy, and being seen on that world stage. So I'm not surprised to see that. Also as well, Mars and Cancer having so much to do with the home. Mars ruled that North Node at the time. But I was feeling into this energy of the night, which is that integrated warrior energy. And the night being the protector, the defender. I'm hearing as well defender of truth. But it's this energy of when to stand up and when to fight, when to open the door when something scary knocks, because you are that protector of those behind you. So it is that need to defend and protect, and yet at the same time, you can't really see it, but this night, there's tears coming down his face. And so it is that vulnerability, that need to be honest. And we need to be honest. Each one of us needs to be honest. What is our relationship to Earth Mother? To ourselves? And are we willing to meet those energies? To see what is there that needs to be seen within ourselves. This is not just about projecting that blame of what's happened to the people in charge. Though, yes, there is accountability that's necessary. This is very much about looking within ourselves and asking that question. Where have I not honored Earth Mother? Where am I off center, off balance? And how do I return back to this integrity? That deep honesty and that deep bravery that's required in order to face that. And then I pulled the Shield Maiden. So this is that energy of, okay, it's time to start making some plans and to focus on this. So yes, for Los Angeles alone, there is a need to truly look at ourselves as a city, as a collective, and to be honest. It is about, going back to the energies I was picking up on with the Tonga people, looking at this deeper truth of what happened here on this land that we are living on, that has not been truly acknowledged and witnessed. The wealth of Los Angeles and what it was built on. And I'm using Los Angeles as an example, but you can almost throw a rock and you're going to hit another place with a similar story. And that is the greater collective message that I'm feeling is coming through, is we need to acknowledge these truths that are sitting on this land that we are benefiting from, or it's like we're living on the backs of those who came before us, but it was in a very distorted, harmful way, and that energy must be cleared. And that's going to require a lot of bravery and a lot of honesty to do that. And that will be different for each of you. I am already getting ideas and ways that I can start to explore this and to share this with my children and the children in the community, homeschool community that I'm a part of, and then to make offerings and acknowledgments to the land, to those energies, to those memories. You know, I brought with me some quartz crystals that I had done from the pagamento that was offered through Anawa. And, you know, as I mentioned, I'm going to be, with my children, leaving flowers into the ocean to honor relations that surfaced for me during that sickness. And so there's this acknowledgement, there's a returning back to ourselves, and there's a reconnection to the land that I'm feeling into and sort of suturing together and finding my way. So I really want to encourage you to find what is right for you and to ask those questions. Again, this is how we can start to make plans for the future. But it's first that bravery to look into that past. And again, a deeper question for Los Angeles is this rebuilding that's going to be taking place. It will require this deep courage and this bravery. And again, almost like a pulling back of our power instead of giving it away to other people and let them make the decisions. It's a need to come back and to reclaim that for ourselves. And to help us as well to heal our hearts and reopen the hearts. So here we have the heart guardian angel coming forward to love and let yourself be loved. So this, again, heart opening compassion is a big part of it. I'm immediately thinking as well as I didn't tune very much into social media because I wasn't feeling well, but I do know that there was a lot of, I guess we can say, polarity and negativity and blaming and almost even laughing at the people whose homes that are behind me were destroyed. And almost like, oh, LA gets what they deserve, like that kind of heaviness and energy. This is this invitation for every single one of us to start to heal our hearts. And the opportunity for those who were projecting that hate and, you know what I mean, that just that heavy energy, like, where is that sitting in you? Where are you holding that to yourself that you can't look at and see, so then you project that onto other people, because that pain is actually within you. That is part of as well this opportunity of healing that we are being given this chance to see right now. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some astrology cards and add to this message. I don't use tarot, I use astrology. Whew. Oh, look at that. Right on the bottom of the deck. We have Mars. And Mars, again, was that initiator energy for the fires, for the burning that happened. Okay. Definitely one right there. Excuse me. All right, let's see what we have. So we have the South Node. So again, we have been clearing up the past. That's exactly what this energy means. It even says the past. So everything that I've been sharing here, again, the Tongva people who were enslaved into the missions, the Hollywood story and the corruption, the dark energy that is associated with Hollywood that is seeped into the land, like very deep roots. This is what the fire has been clearing. And then we have fifth house, which has to do with passion. And again, this is very much creativity. This actually speaks very clearly to me of the Hollywood connection. Hollywood is the movie star. Fifth house is the movie star. That is the person who is on that red carpet being seen by everyone. That's celebrities. So there has been a real clearing of that energy as well, and releasing of the past and how it was tied. My eyes as well are going to number 33 here, and that is angel number, master number for magic. And once again, there's that reminder of magic. But in order to really claim that magic, we have to have cleared the past and where we have been blocked from that. Oh my gosh. Here we have midheaven. And this is, again, there's this pinnacle. Hollywood, Los Angeles even, is this, everyone sees it. Everybody knows Hollywood. Everybody knows the Hollywood sign, and yet that same sign was in danger of burning. The midheaven is the career. Again, that is how the world sees you. So there has been this very powerful clearing experience, and it's changing. It's not going to be the same anymore. There's something new that's coming forward. Oh, so beautiful. So this is Capricorn. This is the energy of achievement. So all this, the patriarchy, the distortion of Capricorn, where you have to fight to survive. You have to work so hard, again, your career, that nothing else matters. Your emotional center doesn't matter. Your connection to the earth doesn't matter. It is just for achievement. It is just to have that power over energy, where again we've been out of balance. The fires as well happened during the Capricorn new moon cycle, so it's not surprising that this is surfacing deeply. Also, we had our full moon in Cancer that took place on January 13th, the same time the fires were deeply burning. So there's been this illumination of what has been missing. And that illumination, it's not just going to stop when the fires are put out. This is a very deep, long journey that we are on that is taking us into this future. This is our north node. This is the absolute direction that we're meant to go. And once again, there's that promise of the rebirth. There is something new that's going to be born. And as I'm filming this, the moon's nodes have switched, have moved into Pisces, north node, Virgo, south node. So, and guess what? Capricorn, Saturn is sitting conjunct that north node right now. So we're returning back to our center, and we're asking ourselves this question: is what is our true purpose? What is our purpose for being here? How may I be of service? What is it that my heart is yearning and calling for me to do, and an opportunity to reconnect with that? Okay. Wow. Just very, very beautiful. There's that beauty within the destruction, within that pain and the trauma that so many of us have moved through, lived through. So I hope that this message is also bringing you some hope and guidance to a deeper understanding of why this has happened, even though it will be very unique and different to each of us. There is still that greater collective story. All right, I'm going to pull now from the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. So let's ask why. What is this destiny for these fires and for Los Angeles, this burning? Okay. So the first card is taking risks. So, and it's interesting is because it came on the deck with the South Node energy, and that again, that need to be brave and honest. So we are going to need to take risks. This is about taking action and doing things differently than we have done in the past. This ability to see from that hawk's eye perspective, to see higher than we have ever seen before. And are we willing to take that leap of faith, to go into the unknown, into something we have never seen and done before? But as we do, we are being held by our angels. And it's funny that I said that because I'm speaking about Los Angeles, the city of angels, and now we have a card which signifies the guardian angels are all around us. So despite what has happened, you are not alone. We are not alone. It is divinely guided, this whole experience. Even as it is also very tragic and difficult. There is something new and beautiful, an opportunity that's on the other side. Oh my goodness. Purity. So once again, there's, what's interesting is this card is about snow. That purity that comes with that first snowfall. And you just see everything glistening and white. And here I'm speaking about fires, which is the exact opposite of snow. In fact, that's one of the things that we've been really deeply missing is the rain, the water to nourish the earth so things didn't get caught on fire. We haven't had, I believe it's been 8 months since we've had rain here. But also, this is what the fires have done, is they're bringing in that purification, that deep burning, returning the land to her purity and what is there. We're coming into change. Change. It's not going to be the same way it once was. There is something new and different in our future, as well as what this overly Capricorn dynamics, this is changing. This is changing. The full moon as well was aligned with the North Node of Jupiter in Cancer. So there's changes coming through for all of us. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up with a message from the grandmothers. I like to use the Journey of Love Oracle deck. It's what I call my grandmother's deck. Yeah, I feel like there's a final message that wants to come through and to support all of us at this time. So I'm going to ask the grandmothers and the Net of Light to help with us with that. And look at that. Earth Angel is on the bottom of the deck. And if you would like to know more about the grandmothers, please visit netoflight.org. It's just beautiful energy of the grandmothers and that deep, deep love and compassion and strength. So, grandmothers, please share with us one final message for guidance for people on what's happened here. Oh. So once again, this deep reminder that each one of us are surrounded by angels right now. Each one of us. And I feel especially so if you are someone who has lost a lot. You are surrounded by angels. Okay. All right, so very interesting. I've got gifts received. Guardian of the soul family. And contemplation. So I'm going to read from the book for these ones, and then I will add in anything extra I feel coming through. Relax. It's okay to accept what is coming your way now. Gentle your soul, steady your heart. Even the most precious treasures can be received by you. Why not? Are you not built of the same stuff as that treasure, beloved? It's all love, after all. That is all there is. Enjoy. Accept. Rest in the knowledge that you are being invited into a sanctuary of abundance, peaceful rest, and replenishment now. It's just time. I feel that this particular message is very much to those who lost so much. And those of us who have been here witnessing everything that's happening. So, as best as you can to accept what has happened. And can you find the blessings even in that which is so destructive? Even the fact that you are alive is a blessing. And this card is speaking that, yes, there has been so much that you have gone through, that the earth as well has gone through. And there will be ease and abundance on the other side. So it's like a promise to not lose that faith and to hold that faith close to you now more than ever. Hold that. The universe is trying to get something to you. More abundance, more love, an answer to a prayer. Sometimes the healing comes in unexpected packages. Sometimes we try so hard to find the answer, exerting so much effort to receive, that we make things harder for ourselves than they need be. Now that feels like a very deep collective message, working so hard for that achievement, that success, that abundance, even being able to afford a home in Los Angeles, right? There's been that need to work hard for that. And this is the universe, this is the grandmothers coming in and saying, you don't need to work so hard anymore. There is another way, and it's time for you to remember. And this particular experience has been necessary to help you to remember that. Relax. Have some fun. Be at peace. Everything is working out just fine, and there's a nice surprise coming your way. There is a nice surprise coming your way, despite what has happened. You are being drawn to kindred spirits in this physical world by loving guardians in the spiritual worlds. If you feel you are leaving relationships behind, do not be afraid. The space that such courageous action creates is sometimes necessary in order to have room for the new to enter your sphere of consciousness. And I'm feeling this is not just about relationships. Once again, it's been the space that is needed to have been cleared through these fires, through this destruction, because there is something greater and better, a blessing that is on its way, that change that is coming in. You needed to make room for it. Each of us did who lives here. You may also feel that somehow a relationship that seemed to be held back from you is now becoming available to you. Again, there's this opening of energy through that purification of these fires. There is love that you are to experience in connection with particular souls, predetermined by the divine plan. If you are struggling to feel the soul purpose in your current relationships, take heart, for you are being helped by divine guardians who understand and support the sacred purpose of your relationships. Be open to current relationships healing, whether that means improved communication and enriched experience, or the realization that you have traveled as far as you can together. And know that new relationships are going to be an important aspect of your spiritual destiny being fulfilled. Trust in the divine timing of your life and open your heart to the guardians who helped you with unconditional love now. And I'm also getting the sense that you will be, through this experience, finding the real souls who you are supposed to be in connection with. You know, you find your true friends through the crisis experience. Relationship healing is taking place, in present relationships unfolding, in attracting the right relationships for your future growth, and in leaving behind relationships of the past with a peaceful heart. Be gentle with your heart, all is well. And actually what I was getting a real sense of, it's also the relationships with the like the government people, the people in charge. There is a shift and there's a change that's happening to allow like true governance and this, again, that acknowledgement of the land and the earth and what she needs. And this is actually where I'm kind of feeling a little bit of the shadowy figures, people in control, you know, whether it's the insurance companies who canceled the insurance and then everything happened. Like there's a reorientation and a change that's part of this relationship as well, this relationship of the people and the governance, those people governing the land. There's something that is shifting and changing to allow the right vibration, the right frequency to come on board. Okay, and so our last card is contemplation. Within you, there is a question rising. When you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident. But you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly and understand what it is that you are really asking. So again, this deep need to go within and to have the courage to see, not sweep things under the rug as we might have done in the past, but to see it and sit with it. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. So these fires, as difficult as they were, and for so many of you as they still are, this is helping you to awaken. And you know, this is true of all of 2025, there's a beginning and then there's an after. We will not be the same when 2025 is complete. And that obviously is very true for Los Angeles now. There is a pre-2025 Los Angeles and there is an after. And it is part of our awakening journey. It is your future awakened. It is your future awakened self waiting to be found and calling to you too. Let the question arise through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in the aromatherapy bath, or receiving a hot stone massage. The question holds within it the next unfolding petal of the lotus of your being. Song and dance. Why I smiled is Kwawa is the creator, deity, being of the Tongva people. And Kwawa holds this energy that you can only create from a space of joy and song and dance. And that is how you bring spirit into matter. That is how you create this abundance. You cannot create from a place of fear and war and harm and all that negative, those heavy vibrations. You can't create from that space. And that is so much of what these fires have helped to clear. and returning back to what it means to be in that space of song and joy and dance, and to create from there. That is part of this gift that this fire has brought through and cleared. You have an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining or soft and yielding. A question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to that question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. This is a message from your own divine nature. To come sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together there is a conversation that we are to have now, and there will be beautiful accord between us that overflows into all of your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. That conversation is also between you and Earth Mother. Me and Earth Mother. So I think that's beautiful that the grandmothers are ending on this invitation to sit still and to listen. Listen to nature. Listen within ourselves. And these deep truths that we have been severed from, and that returning back to ourselves. And what will that look like for us here in Los Angeles? And can you and I surrender into that unknown? We don't really know how it's going to turn out. There is no surety. This is a stepping into the unknown and having that faith that everything will be well. That again, we are being held by our angels, by the Earth Angel, our Mother Earth. I hope you find this helpful and supportive, and I hope it opens that door for you and your own contemplations, your own journey of discovery of what this means, these fires, or for you in your life, your own natural disasters in your own back door. And where is there that resonance, that overlap, the layers between what has happened here and what may be happening to you? Again, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave any comments of your experiences, what you're feeling, if you need to be witnessed, or your family and what you went through. I would be honored to witness you and to see you. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll check back with you soon. I still have the astrology to talk about for 2025, but one day at a time, I will get that to you, I promise. So thank you again, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.